Hey everybody, it's Kathy Fielder and welcome to the Fielder Report. I am so excited about this week's edition of the Fielder Report. I have been tasked with making a mask, a custom mask, all my own design, and I'm actually working closely with my mom on making this mask. It's actually for a charitable auction. It's going to be on display at the Dallas Galleria and it benefits Fashion Group International of Dallas. Join me in kind of just a frank, real discussion on how we kind of go about our design process, what we're going to do, how we get inspired, and I hope you enjoy. So what I thought was most exciting about being tasked with this is kind of coming up with a theme that really tells the story of where we are right now in our culture. You know, 2020 obviously has been an extraordinary year, and the fact that we're all wearing masks when we're out and about is such a paradigm shift to begin with. And so what inspires me, what could make me feel prettier with a mask on? And you know, I've always been inspired by Marie Antoinette, all the detailing, the ruching, the lace, just the fine fabrics. And so that's really kind of where I started. And then I thought, well, you know, we're all feel a little bit more constricted in our lives, and so somehow we're going to try to convey those details into this mask and really make it a piece of art. So it's been so fun to start to kind of the process of designing this mask and to just simply get to design a mask from the bodice of a ball gown that we repurposed from Kathy Fielder Boutique has been just a fun way to play around with fabric and just, you know, like play dress up, if you will. But yeah, we just basically cut part of a bodice of the gown and we're kind of figuring out how this pattern looks and how we turn it into a mask. The biggest thing that I think we've got to figure out is I really feel like we need to use this mask as the basis, because you had a great point about the fact that these are open, right? So we've got to really protect. And so that being the case, we really need to take this, but we're pretty thick. So we need to take this and we're going to need to figure out a way to sew this in here, right? And then somehow cover it. And so we've got to look at the thickness of what we're creating and see how we need to kind of change it in order to make it comfortable as well. Because once we do that, then we don't necessarily need these anymore either. So we could technically bring it to here, I think, because we're going to put these lovely taffeta ties that are going to make a big bow. So we're almost going to have like a couture ball gown for your face, really. And it's going to be super striking. And then once we get that figured out, we can come back and I'd like to add in some of these elements, the lace or this lace with these Swarovski crystals to really give it just an amazing pop. So that's what I'm thinking. But how do can we just take this front face? You know what I mean? Do we have to have this backing on right here? I don't think we do, right?
No, if you're going to use this, no.
We can take this off. We can attach just this front part and sew it around. And then I think we take this actually and change it to where it's just kind of scalloped right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this lace and we're going to sew it, and then we're going to do these taffeta ties. And that's going to be this beautiful, like, kind of gorgeous, here I am, right? I mean, I actually would feel pretty good walking into an event with this mask on. I would be like, this is pretty fabulous. So.
I had to hand baste this to keep these pleats in here when I cut this off the front.
There's a word you don't hear every day.
What?
Hand baste.
I had to hand baste it.
The whole gown, this is the whole thing?
That's just the front of it.
Like this little part right here?
Kathy,
I mean,
I cut them.
okay, don't make a mess on the set.
Oh.